Let's talk about monkey business beliefs. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. What's she up to now? Business journal, documenting my journey as I transition from the brick and mortar business and the offline world of corporate America for over a quarter century, and she's 47 plus years in business, to the online world of business. And I'm sharing what's working, what's not working, the good, the bad, the ugly, the things I struggle with, and the things I hope that you don't struggle with, because you learn from my mistakes so you don't have to make all of them your own. One of the biggest challenges in the online world, this is actually day 877 of documenting my business journey, and people are probably wondering, how on earth could you be talking about and sharing for 877 days? Why haven't you got it done yet? Well, I don't know about you, but if you've ever had a business before, you know that you're never done. You're never done till the days that you close the door for good, sell and transition, or your business goes out of business. It's an ongoing, ever expanding and learning process, and it has a little bit to do with monkey business. Monkey business was our idiom for today, and of course it's a 20th century idiom. It's pretty common, and it's still pretty popular today. I'm like, knock off the monkey business, kids, when you're reprimanding them because they're fooling around or they're doing something to prank or irritate one another, right? That's one definition of a monkey business. Another definition of monkey business is, of course, an idiotic prank, or like the time the kids brought the deer to study hall and they thought that would be a good idea. Or it can be actually up to and including illegal or immoral or wrong, behavior that can actually get someone fired or, impeached or no longer in a political office, no longer in an area of leadership, no longer in a relationship or a marriage. Monkey business can have all kinds of definitions. So thinking about monkey business today and how it applies to our businesses, how it applies to our life. And I know a woman whose first business was called Monkey Business, and she made millions of dollars before she rebranded and transitioned into anything. And I believe that her Monkey Business program is still available as a course. So monkey business can actually absolutely and positively apply to our businesses. Everybody's heard of a guerrilla marketing and different strategies, and now they call them hacks, I guess. But guerrilla marketing was the original fast and easy ways to market your business. Different strategies that were super duper successful in terms of marketing business, and they're still used today. I'm sure there's still, thousands of businesses that are called guerrilla marketers, or that are guerrilla marketing agencies that help you to market your business using different techniques and strategies. Before they were digital, they were guerrilla, right? Now it's all digital. So thinking a lot about monkey business today, and actually with respect to monkey business, how do I add more fun to what it is that I'm doing, and how do I make sure that the people I am personally serving are actually getting what they want out of it, and that they're having a good emotional interaction and feeling when they leave having done business with me, or having interacted with me or my team or anybody else for that matter. I need to sneak a drink of coffee. Fun Day Challenge 168 today was cool. It was all about, if you could have a magical superpower, what would it be? And I said, share in the comments below, what would your superpower be and why? And I shared that I would want to be able to have the superpower of teleportation, so I could go anywhere I wanted, whenever I wanted, back and forth. So no more having to have people give me rides places. I could just snap my fingers and be at the store. I could snap my fingers and be home. I could snap my fingers and be at the bank. I could snap my fingers and be home. I could snap my fingers and be at an event. I could snap my fingers and be home. I could snap my fingers and go to Nepal on a trek, and I wouldn't have to worry about all the traveling to get there, and then I could snap my fingers and be home. No more jet lag, no more nothing, just the fun part of traveling and seeing all of the beautiful wonders of the world. Before, I literally cannot see them at all anymore. While I still have a little bit of fuzziness that I can experience, I would like to do that. So that would be my superpower. I would love to know, what would your superpower be, or what is your superpower? Because guess what? We all have a human being superpower, even if we don't have the ability right now to teleport, even if we don't have invisibility. A lot of us are actually invisible in many ways, even though we're not using that as a superpower, but it can be used as a superpower. So share your superpower in the comments below. Working on, just finished day 23 of our 40-day Get Up and Go challenge, and we're going through the SOAP model for the 4th time, and I'm going through it with respect to my brain, my thoughts, my mental capacity, my mental wellness, my mental health. And that's a pretty interesting one for me, I'll admit it. I've never, much to my ex-husband's dismay, never had any shrinks or psychological, help. So it's an area where I've done a lot of personal development and a lot of personal studying and learning and work, though. So it's a fun one to share. We talked all about beliefs today and the importance of beliefs. And whether we believe it or not, we don't have to believe it to know and to experience the effects of belief. It's kind of like if we believe in a universal law or not. It doesn't matter if we believe it or not. It impacts us anyway. Whether you believe at this point in the law of attraction or not, guess what? It's working in your life all the time anyway. You don't have to believe it. That's the nature of universal laws. You do not personally have to believe in a universal law, universal truth, a universal law in order for it to act on you. It's just universal, right? It happens whether you believe it or not. Unlike universal truths, because a lot of times universal truths aren't really universally true. Many people believe them, so that's like a universal belief where a lot of people believe it, whether it's true or not. A lot of people used to believe that the world was flat. A lot of people used to believe, and this is one we can argue about, but that we could never put a man on the moon. Some people will still say we never put a man on the moon. So you always have a spectrum of what people choose to believe one way or the other. But a universal truth can change over time. We now know the world is definitely not flat. Our planet is not flat. But for thousands of years, people believed our planet was flat. The world was flat. And that if you went to the edge, you'd fall off and die. Well, okay then. Now we know that that's not true. But it was, for a long time, a universal truth. But it wasn't a universal law. Universal laws are like the law of attraction. Even gravity is not a universal law. It's a physical law. Physical laws are universal truths, but over time, physical laws can change as well, right? As we learn more and we get smarter and we study more as scientists and things, we understand more. The more we understand, the more truth and facts and reality change, right? So, talking about beliefs, and it's one of my favorite subjects because our beliefs create our life, right? Our beliefs are just thoughts that we think a lot, and they absolutely positively create our lives whether we believe it or not, right? What we think, our mind, and the power of our mind creates what we're going to experience whether we believe it or not. It's not a universal truth, it's a universal law. It's the law of attraction and actually in action, where if I believe